What do you do when a season has changed for good? That means when he says weeping may endure for a night and joy comes in the morning. What do you do when you find yourself now you are no longer in the weeping season of your life? You are actually in the morning of your life. You are no longer in tears. Now you are in joy. What do you do when you find yourself in that place of favor? Because he said God's anger is for a moment, but his favor is for life. What do you do when seasons have changed and now you are no longer in that season of hardship? You're no longer in the wilderness. Now you are in Canaan. Because we must be wise. Because if God has said seasons have changed and they have changed for good, we don't want to be caught flat-footed. We want to be wise so that we prepare our hearts to handle the place of abundance. And today, I want to give us one thing that you can do that we can learn from David. And David said, we go back to Psalms 30, verse 5. But today, we will look at verse 6, but we will connect them. Verse 5 and 6. For his anger endures but for a moment. In his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. I want us to look at verse 6. He says, in my prosperity, I said, I shall never be moved. In my prosperity, David is talking to he's telling us what he told himself. He told himself, now that I have come from the place of lack, from the place of wilderness to a place of prosperity, he says, I have said, in my prosperity, I shall not be moved. And that's one of the things that we do in the place when you come into abundance. Now, I want to give you that when he says, in my prosperity, it means in my ease, in my quietness, in my success, in my security. Now you are no longer in war. You are no longer in disturbance. You are at peace. He said, in my peace, in my quietness, in my soft life, I shall not be moved. In other words, the word moved there, one of the synonyms is, I shall not be dislodged. I shall not be overthrown. The other one, which I found it to be very instructive, is, I shall not sleep. You know, the way you are walking and then you slide, sleep. And to sleep means to lose one's foothold as on a smooth surface. When life becomes smooth, you must watch your foot. Otherwise, you might slide. David vowed and said, in my prosperity, I shall not be moved. Moved from what? I shall not be moved from my commitment to God. I shall not be moved from my love for God. I shall not be moved from my devotion to God and my obedience to God. I shall not be moved from my place of my fellowship with God. I will not be moved. Have you realized actually somebody said, poverty has slain its thousands. Prosperity has slain its tens of thousands. Actually, most people think poverty is the most dangerous thing. No, prosperity is more dangerous than poverty. Why? Because when prosperity comes in, someone who was devoted to God, they do what? They are moved, they are dislodged, they are overthrown. That shall not be your case. We have come to a place of abundance. Seasons have changed. And guess what? In our prosperity, we will not be dislodged. We will not be moved. We will not fall. In Jesus' name. So the first thing is, make up your mind that you shall not be moved. Will you be moved? No. Will I be moved? No. We have made up our minds. We shall remain committed to God.